I'm I'm not really a super smart guy. I'm not really sharing things I've studied or learned, like from books. This is free wisdom that flows in the air that we breathe. And I think actually, if you open yourself up, what's the word, metaphysically, spiritually? You open yourself up and you're willing and your heart is receptive, that that all of this can come into you, and it's just messages and wisdom. It comes, I speak these words out. These words now belong to the air, and then the air takes it and carries it. And then somebody could be in a moment, and then, I'm breathing in somebody else's thoughts and somebody else's wisdom. And it could be that the trees have a language of their own, and they're breathing it out because they create oxygen. And then they're putting it out there because, the sun comes and they collect its light, and it feeds the tree, and the water comes down from the rain comes in, feeds the roots set it back up on this freeway called the xylem and phloem of the thing. Underneath the bark, there's this highway of nutrition from sunlight going down to feed the roots, and the roots sending back up to the leaves, to the limbs, what it grabs from the ground. That's kind of a beautiful thing. So there's all this going on inside a tree. And if you just sit amongst the trees and close your eyes for a minute, So there's all this gratefulness. There's gratitude to the sun, and there's gratitude to the rain. The tree is giving off gratitude, and it gives it off in its breath. It gives it off in the oxygen it creates. And then we breathe that oxygen in. So we breathe in gratitude. Gratitude for the sun, gratitude for the rain, from the tree, from every tree in this forest right here, And underneath the ground, as the worms are chewing up all the leaves and they're composting, they're breaking it down, and they feed that tree too. So there's more gratitude to the worm. Gratitude to the worm, gratitude to the rain, gratitude to the sun. And if I sit here and the tree hears this and the tree feels this, then there's gratitude to me, and I have gratitude. Gratitude to the tree. So there's this chain reaction of all of this good energy. Talked about the rabbit coming out of the hole, and the bobcat grabs the rabbit, feeds its young. Gratitude for the rabbit. The bobcat has that. The rabbit was given the gift to populate. Most prey in the forest can come back quick. They have many babies because of predators. They talk about deer. Deer are amazing creatures. They look so gentle. In the wintertime, the bear goes underground, rides the winter out, not dealing with winter. A lot of animals do. And the coyote and the fox and bobcat and all these other animals, they struggle. They try to find their way through, and they try to hustle things. But they have burrows, and they have holes, and they have dens. The deer lay right out on the ground. Could have a 10 below zero night, and they lay in maybe a grove of pines, and they hunker down and they weather that out. And I used to look at that and say, man, what an amazing, strong creatures they are, How strong they are. And then the beauty when you see a deer run is a deer, you're running through a forest of rocks and trees and everything else, and you know what, they have so much faith in themselves with what they have, their gift, to be able to escape, that as they run in that split second, their instinct, if they come off and there's a rock, they don't even worry if there's a cliff and there's no bottom. They're going. And they find their way down, or they're finding their way up. If you took off running, if you had to look through these woods here and you took off running, your instinct would come back to you, and then you have to make a decision as you're running, like that stick is going to poke me in the eye, or I can't go that way because there's a big down tree. You're making those decisions quickly. You walk through the woods, you're saying, I'm going to go this way, I'm going to amble this way. But picture if you were running from something that was going to try to get you. Your instinct would come in. So the human being's lost its instinct because we took care of everything around us. And so instinct got suppressed with spirit, because it's all one thing. When you connect here, you connect to the whole, if you look at this universe and God as one giant being, like look at your body. Inside our body we're full of cells. We're just cells inside another body. The body of the divine spirit. We're all part of that. The tree is a cell, we're a cell, we all have a purpose, and without us all, the body malfunctions. So it's time for the human being to get back inside and understand its place and humbly accept it. Because we have this brain, we have to be on top of something. But no, we have to humbly accept that we aren't that significant, that we are just part of something bigger than ourselves. And with understanding that, we become bigger than ourselves, because we become more powerful. We become more powerful because we are part of some giant. We're part of this giant. We are part of God. And we reconnect.